Hello students, today's topic is Quantity Theory of Money, Part 1. Let's start with the quantity equation. So here we have this quantity equation, which is money times velocity is equal to price times transactions. This quantity equation tells us about the link between the money and the transactions. In the next step, we can write it as M into V is equal to P into T. Let's examine each of the four variables in this quantity equation, and we will start with the right hand side of the quantity equation, which is this one. So let's talk about first with T. T refers to the total number of transactions during some period of time, say a year. Or you can say that number of times in a year that goods or services are exchanged for money. Now let's talk about P. P refers to price of a typical transaction, basically the number of dollars exchanged in that transaction. And when we are talking about price times transaction, it will be the number of dollars exchanged in a year. एक बार दोबारा देख लेते हैं इसे. T refers to the total number of transactions during some period of time, say a year, or you can say that the number of times in a year goods or services are exchanged for money. When we talk about P, it is the price of a typical transaction, basically the number of dollars exchanged in that transaction. And when we are talking about price times transaction, it is the total number of dollars exchanged in a year. Clear? Let's understand this with the help of an example. For example, suppose that 60 loaves of bread are sold in a given year at $0.50 per loaf. So when we are talking about this thing, 60 loaves of bread per year, these are the total number of transactions that happen during a year. So basically T refers to 60 loaves per year. Fine. And when we are talking about this portion, $0.50 per loaf, it is basically a price of a typical transaction. Okay. So the right hand side of the quantity equation, which is price times transaction, it will be equal to $0.50 per loaf times 60 loaves per year. This is P and this is T. Okay. In the next step, we can write it as $30 per year. So basically it interprets, that is the right hand side of the quantity equation equals $30 per year. It is the dollar value of all the transactions. It is the dollar value of all the transactions. Number of dollars exchanged in a year. Clear? So basically we can write in the right hand side of this quantity equation as $30 per year. Now let's examine the left hand side of the quantity equation. The left hand side represents or tells us about the money used to make the transactions. So when we talk about M, it will refer to the quantity of money in the economy. V refers to transactions velocity of money, or you can say that rate at which money circulates in an economy, or we can say that the number of times a dollar bill changes hands in a given period of time. M refers to the quantity of money in the economy. V refers to transactions velocity of money, or you can say that rate at which money circulates in the economy, or number of times a dollar bill changes hands in a given period of time. Suppose that the quantity of money in the economy is $10. So we are assuming that M, this $10 is the quantity of money in the economy, which is represented by M. Here we have this quantity equation. By rearranging this quantity equation, we can compute the velocity as Pt upon M, right? In the next step, we can write $30 per year, which we have already calculated, that this Pt is $30 per year, which is the dollar value of all the transactions, upon M. M is assumed as dollar 10. Dollar 10. So in the next step, we can write 3 times per year. Its interpretation is, that is, for $30 of transactions per year to take place with $10 of money, each dollar must change hands 3 times per year. बहुत ही सिंपल है कि अगर टोटल जो डॉलर वैल्यू ऑफ ट्रांजैक्शन है, जो टोटल ट्रांजैक्शन है, वो है आपकी $30 पर ईयर. If you want these transactions to take place with $10 of money, this was the quantity of money in the economy. So the total number of transactions, and this is the quantity of money. So if you want that $30 of transactions per year to take place with $10 of money, then each dollar must change hands 3 times per year. I hope the interpretation is clear. Okay. Thank you.